My birthday has all the things I really want, like video games, fresh clothes, and a new haircut. I'm going paintball shooting for my birthday with my brother, cousins, and parents. But I know it won't be perfect. I'm afraid I'll get sick that day, or someone will shoot a paintball and mess up my new haircut. But I'm still excited to turn 8.
I'm here at Get Lit, Words Ignite in Los Angeles, California, where teens come to learn the art of slam poetry. It's a way of expressing yourself the way Gordon just did. If your parents have ever said to you, use your words, then you already have a good idea of what slam poetry is all about. This is performance poetry. Words and sounds used to create and communicate powerfully.
The most important thing about poetry is that it's about expressing yourself and expressing your feelings. And sometimes you're expressing feelings that you don't necessarily like to express in everyday life. Like, it's always important to say how excited you are, but sometimes it's also important to talk about the feelings you don't normally talk about. That could be like something like maybe you feel scared or like uncertain or afraid or something.
First days of school are like the beginnings of a painting. A fresh start, a new face, a blank canvas that no one's colors have touched yet. There are new shades you've never seen before. Brushes that look so much nicer than your own. It may seem like you'll never fit into this class, like your colors will never mix here. But no matter what your fears are whispering in your ear, this is where you belong. There will be spots in your painting that turn gray with age, some red with love, some a bright green after rolling in the grass for too long. There is no limit to the colors you will find. Most of them will find you, or you'll find them. But you'll know that each of them are a part of your masterpiece.
Through lyrics, or through song, or even with voice emphasis, you can create stories where the listener is literally transported into the heart, the feeling of your poem. They can be silly and fun, or, like slam, take on serious ideas and make meaningful statements. Poems can be an expression of who you are and what you have to say.
When I saw my coach walk towards the court with a piece of paper in his hand, my heart pounded leaps and bounds. Was my name on it? Did I make the team? I ran towards the piece of paper like a wild jackal. And then I saw my name. I mean, they had spelled my name wrong, of course, but I knew my name when I saw it, and there it was. They chose me. Me.
Poetry has been around for most of human existence. And when it comes to famous rhymes for kids, one name stands out. Old Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander, would ride through the air on a very fine gander. Jack's mother came in and caught the goose soon, and mounting its back, flew up to the moon. The experts hardly agree on whether Mother Goose was an actual person or not. However, she is credited with some of our most famous poems, like Hickory Dickory Dock, Jack and Jill, and my personal favorite, Jack Sprat. The longest poem in the world is the Mahabharata, weighing in at 1.8 million words. It would take you about 10 days to read it from start to finish with no breaks. There is some debate as to what the shortest poem is, and there are two contenders.
Fleas. Adam had 'em.
Me? Wee!
Now, slam poetry is, you could read it in a book, but it's also what you would perform, okay? Now, slam poetry is normally very loud, but it can be very quiet, but it normally has a story behind it.
I swallowed my first tooth, felt it wiggle down my throat. But that night, the tooth fairy came anyway. She wore a silver dress and carried coins in handfuls. In the morning, I reached under my pillow and found 2 round quarters, a fair trade for the square sliver in my stomach, the tooth in my tummy, a fair trade for the feeling of finish. Whether it's in my belly or behind my head at night, it's a fair trade nonetheless.
So, poetry. Creating on your own or working in collaboration with others. Rhyming or not. Very personal or something you have a burning desire to share. Poetry is a great way to express yourself, tell your story, and maybe even start a conversation that changes the world. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Every year we go to a place known as Palm Springs.
Whenever we go to Palm Springs, we always swim.
The warm weather's nice for a while, but once we get too much sun, our skin starts to burn. Ouch.
Sometimes if we play too much, we start to fight over small things.
But even if we fight, we
We still love each other.